If you are unable to take the full child tax credit because your tax on line 37 is not high enough to take the full child tax credit because it's a non-refundable credit, then we look at the leftover amount. And that leftover amount can be a refundable credit called the additional child tax credit, but there are a couple extra hoops to pass. First of all, the first hoop is that you are now limited to $1,600 per qualifying child. And you're limited to, based on your earned income. And this is a lot of words to say. The formula is whatever your earned income is, let's say my earned income is $25,000. First thing to do is subtract $2,500 from that, and then multiply the result by 15%. So this is the maximum amount of additional child tax credit I'm allowed to take. So let me go ahead and do a sample tax return, and that might help make things more clear. So let's say I am head of household and I have 3 kids, and my income is $25,000 from work. And let's go ahead and throw in $1,702 for the permanent fund dividend.
If you have more than 8 children.
If you have, so there's only room for 4 children, 4 dependents on here. If you have more than 4, then you would do this. You would put C statement, and then you would attach a separate page to your tax return listing all the dependents. But here, let's assume that I have 3 kids that qualify for the child tax credit. I'm head of household. My total income is $25,000 from work, $1,702 from the permanent fund dividend. So my total income is $26,702. And we're doing a 23 tax return. So my standard deduction is $20,800. Which makes my taxable income $5,902. And if we look that up in the tax table, I think we're going to come up with $593 in taxes. And then my child tax credit is $6,000. But it's limited, it's a non-refundable credit, it's limited to $593. Which is a $593 credit, and that reduces my tax to 0. So the unused or leftover part, I should have got $6,000 in child tax credit, but I'm stuck. So I have $5,407 left over that I wasn't able to use. So now I have these 2 additional limitations I have to work with. It's $1,600 per child, so $4,800. So now my child tax credit is reduced to that amount. Additional child tax credit is reduced to that amount. But I also have to look at my earned income, subtract $2,500, multiply the result by 0.15. $3,375. So it's the lesser of these 3 amounts: the unused child tax credit, which was $5,407. There's the $1,600 per child. limitation, which is 4,800, and then there's the limit based on earned income, which is, the formula is earned income minus 2,500, and the result times 15%. So that's 25,000 minus 2,500 times 15%. So we'll come up with three different results, and we have to take the smallest one of these to be my additional child tax credit. And that goes right here on line 28. So 3,375. Now, as we'll see on Monday, I'm also going to probably qualify for earned income credit, but just based only on additional child tax credit, I already have a refund of $3,375, even though I had no money taken out of my paycheck. And that is basically all we need to know about additional child tax credit. There is this weird, almost mathematically impossible situation where if you have 3 or more qualifying children, you might get additional child tax credit based on your Social Security and Medicare withholding.